It's segment number 7, and we're going to play some Jeopardy 2003.
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just get a few details. Okay, adjust the game so it's exactly the way you like. Normal game? Okay, so how many people out there? Type in your name, player 1. Player 1, here's your buzz-in key. All right, let's go.
From the Sony Pictures.
Player 1, you start us off.
Okay. Let's do ends in et for 200.
Audio player that came between reel-to-reel and CD.
Player 1.
What is cassette?
Exactly.
Et for 400.
Don't ever play the Russian version of this casino game.
Player 1.
What is roulette?
Hey, you're correct.
Et for 600.
A painter uses it for his paints.
Player 1.
What is a palette?
Exactly.
Et for 800.
Howdy Doody was one of these, so you had to pull the right strings to get him to do something.
Player 1.
What is marionette?
Yes.
Ends in et for 1,000.
Last name of acting sisters Rosanna and Patricia and Grandpa Cliff.
Nobody? Player 1.
What is Arquette?
Precisely. Pick again.
You're in fine form. Pick again. Loaf of bread for 200.
This sour bread made with a starter got its start among old-time prospectors.
Player 1.
What is sourdough?
Hey, you're correct.
Loaf of bread 400.
This dark German bread can pump you up.
Player 1.
What is pumpernickel? Very
Exactly.
good. Pick again. Loaf of bread for
It can be a
600.
baseball player getting ready to hit, or your liquid bread mix.
Player 1.
What is batter?
Hey, you're correct.
Bread for 800.
It can be a bread roll or hair gathered into a round coil.
Player 3.
What is a bun?
Oh, crap.
Exactly.
Let's try name that year for 200.
JFK, elected president.
Player 1.
What is 1960?
Hey, you're correct.
Name that year for 400.
World War I begins.
Player 2.
What is 1914?
Precisely. Pick again.
Name that year for 600.
Answer. The Daily Double.
I get off for a good start and I don't get the daily double.
Make your wager, please.
Reagan, elected president.
Player 2.
Oh, 80.
What is
1980.
1984?
No,
No,
I'm sorry.
just one term off.
What we were looking for was this.
That was the year he was elected to his second term.
Name that year for 800.
World War II begins.
Player 1.
What is 1939?
Exactly.
Name that year for 1,000.
Carter, elected president.
Player 1.
What is 1976?
That's the date exactly.
Haha, that was rare. Loaf of bread for 1,000.
Without bread to eat, this French queen reportedly instructed the peasants, let them eat cake.
Player 1.
Who is Marie Antoinette?
Exactly.
Let's do on the go for 200.
In 1783, two Frenchmen became the first to get a rise out of this hot Montgolfier invention.
Player 1.
What is a hot air balloon?
Definitely.
On the go for 400.
Names of these space vehicles have included Discovery and Challenger.
Player 1.
What are shuttles?
Exactly.
go for 600.
The RR logo on this automaker's radiator plate changed from red to black in 1933 after one of the founders died.
Player 1.
What is Rolls-Royce?
Yes.
On the go for 800.
Models of this U.S. motorcycle company have included the Hydroglide, Electroglide, and Superglide.
Anyone? Player 3.
What is Indian?
No. I'm sorry. Player 1.
What is Harley-Davidson?
Exactly.
On the go for 1,000.
Eskimos traditionally use umiaks, as well as these other native open boating vessels.
Player 2.
What are kayaks?
Definitely.
I'll take Around the Dungeon for 200.
A prisoner doing a stretch in the dungeon may be stretched out on one of these.
Player 1.
What is a rack?
Exactly.
Around the dungeon for 400.
This small device puts a little pressure on your hitchhiking digit.
Player 3.
What is a thumb screw?
Definitely.
Around the dungeon for 600.
A flogging with this multi-corded whip may leave you with a different type of scratch fever.
Player 1.
What is a cat whip?
Good answer, but sorry.
Dang
That's
it.
wrong. Anyone? What we were looking for was
Cat of
this.
nine tails. So
I'll
close.
take unusual TV characters for 200.
As Jonathan on Highway to Heaven, Michael Landon was one of these beings on probation.
Player 3.
What is an angel?
Hey, you're correct.
Unusual TV characters for 400.
As Jeannie in I Dream of Jeannie, she could blink you back to Baghdad in the blink of an eye.
Anyone? Here's what we were looking for.
Barbara Eden. Dang
Unusual
it. I knew
TV
that name
characters
sounded
for
familiar.
600.
I couldn't think
He
of that
played the $6 million man.
woman that had that Al Pacino joke answer.
Player 2?
Who is Lee Majors?
Definitely.
Unusual TV characters for 800.
Lisa is the name of the computer-generated woman in the USA TV series based on this weird John Hughes film.
Player 2?
What is Weird Science?
Precisely. Pick again.
Unusual TV characters for 1,000.
Herman and Lily were the monstrous parents on this sitcom.
Player 1.
What is the Monsters?
Definitely.
Around the dungeon for 800?
This maiden is a hollow spike-filled statue or coffin in which a victim is enclosed.
Player 1.
What is an Iron Maiden?
Precisely.
Around the dungeon
Pick again.
for 1,000.
And the final answer of the round.
From the Latin for little hand, they're handcuffs.
Anybody? Player 3.
What are hubbles?
Oh, regrettably, no.
Probably no.
Is that it? Anyone? Here's what we were looking for. Okay, that's it for the Jeopardy round. Now we're going to take a quick look at the scores.
Ah, I picked up a lot of money on that
You're in
first
first
round.
place all alone, Player 1. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. You're in last place, Player 3, but you get to start things off in Double Jeopardy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for...
Let's try fashion statements for 400.
When a politician declares his candidacy, he throws this into the ring.
Player 1.
What is hat?
Definitely.
Statements for 800?
It's a cinch you know that to tighten this accessory means to economize.
Player 1.
What is belt?
Precisely. Pick again.
Fashion statements for 1,200.
If you chuckle secretly to yourself, you're laughing up this part of a garment.
Anyone at all? What we were looking for was
Sweet.
this.
Fashion statements for 1600.
An insufferably arrogant, conceited bloke is too big for these.
Player 1.
What are his pants? No. Fuck.
Sorry. Is that it? Anyone?
His britches.
Take a look. Here's the right response.
So close. I was close.
Answer? The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
Let's do 4,800.
A cravat soiree, or an Old West term for a hanging.
Player 1.
What is a collar?
No, too bad.
I just lost 4,800.
Take a look. Here's the right
Necktie
response.
Party. You do the math for 400.
The number of items in a dozen times the number of months in a year.
Player 1.
The number of items in a dozen. What is 144?
Precisely. Pick again.
Math for 800.
The number of legs on a spider plus the number of legs on a fly.
Player 1.
What is 14?
Yes.
You do the math for 1,200.
The number of sides on an octagon minus the number of sides on a hexagon.
Player 1.
What is 2?
Precisely. Pick again.
Math for 1,600.
The number of days in a week times the number of ancient wonders of the world.
Player 3.
What is 49?
God dang it.
Yes.
You do the math. For 2,000?
The number of events in a decathlon divided by the number of years in a decade.
Player 1.
What is 1?
Exactly.
Multi-million selling albums for 400.
With over 25 million sold, 1 in every 11 Americans has this 1982 Michael Jackson album.
Player 1.
What is Thriller? I'll be doing an episode
Yes.
on my podcast for that album soon.
This group's 1962 to 1966 album has sold about 15 million copies. Its 1967 to 1970 album, 16 million.
Player 1.
What is the Beatles?
Exactly.
Million selling albums for 1,200.
At 10 million, the top-selling unplugged album is This Guitarist's.
Is that it? Anyone? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Multi-million for 1,600.
His 1993 Doggy Style has been scooped up by 4 million buyers.
Player 1.
What is Snoop Dogg?
Oh, regrettably, no.
No.
Anyone? This is what we wanted.
Bullshit. Snoop
Her
Doggy.
albums,
Snoop
The
Dogg
Woman
is not
in Me
acceptable,
and
but
Come On
Snoop
Over,
Doggy
have
Dogg
both sold over
is
10 million copies each.
Anybody? Take a look.
Shania
Here's the
Twain.
right response.
Cities for 400.
This Mexican capital's Avenida Juarez was named for Benito Juarez, president of the country in the 1860s and 1870s.
Player 1.
What is Mexico City?
Exactly.
Cities for 800.
Oscar Wilde was born in this Irish capital city in 1854.
Is that it? Player 1.
What is Belfast?
Oh, regrettably,
No.
no. Is that it? Anyone? Take a look.
Dublin.
Here's the right response.
Cities for 1,200.
It's about a 3,000-mile drive from New York City's Central Park to Golden Gate Park in this U.S. city.
Player 1.
What is San Francisco?
Exactly.
cities for 1600?
The name of this Austrian city means Salt Castle.
Player 1.
What is Vienna? No.
No, sorry.
I keep losing money when I'm
Nobody?
making much less money than I did the first round. I'm losing money
What we were
this
looking
round.
for was this.
Salzburg. Cities for 2000.
This Cambodian capital lies at the confluence of the Basak, Tonle Sap, and Mekong rivers.
Is that it? Anyone? Take a look. Here's the right response.
To the corpse for 400.
From 1880 to 1892, this patriotic composer directed the U.S. Marine Corps Band.
Anyone?
So far, I've lost 1,400 this round. No,
Take a look.
1,600.
Here's the right response.
Corpse for 800.
Flying or not, this Marine Corps' nickname refers to a collar once part of the uniform.
Anyone at all? This is the correct question.
Artists for 400.
It's been estimated that this Spanish cubist created more than 100,000 works during his 91 years.
Player 1.
Who is Picasso?
Yes.
There we go. Artists for 800.
He included sketches of Dutch rural scenes and a letter to his brother Theo, not his ear.
Player 1.
Who is Vincent van Gogh?
Precisely. Pick again.
Artists for 1,200.
In the 1920s and 1930s, this painter collaborated with director Louis Buñuel to make two surrealist films.
Player 3.
Who was Pablo Picasso?
Nice
I
try,
just
but
said
that
Pablo
is
Picasso,
incorrect.
idiot.
Player 2.
Who was Salvador Dali?
Yeah.
Hey, you're correct.
Artists for 1600.
He completed his last great painting, Bar at the Folies Bergères, in 1882, a year before his death.
Nobody? Player 2.
Who was Claude Monet?
No, that's
No.
not right. Sorry. Anyone? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Artists for 2000.
He painted the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper.
Player 1.
Who is Leonardo da Vinci?
Definitely.
To the corpse for 1,200.
One of the Marine Corps' main training sites is Parris Island in this state.
Is that it? Anyone? Player 2?
What is Florida?
Ooh, no, sorry. Anyone? This is what we
South
wanted.
Carolina. Corpse for 1,600.
Answer? The Daily Double. Could you make your wager, please?
1,200.
The Marine Corps' hymn was written after the capture of this capital, home to a castle called the Halls of Montezuma.
Player 1.
That is Mexico City? No.
Yes.
No, that's right.
And the final answer of the round.
That's right.
It's the enlisted Marine
Wow.
rank between private and corporal.
Is that it? Anyone?
Nope.
Take a look. Here's the
Player
right
two's
response.
Only has $200, but player 3.
That's the end of the double jeopardy round. Let's check out the scores once again. Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. Player 3, sorry, you can't continue on with us in Final Jeopardy. It's Final Jeopardy time. Once I give you the category, you'll have just a few seconds to decide on your wager. Asian history. Go ahead. Make your wager.
Ooh.
Player 2, your wager, please. Player 1, please make your wager.
2,000.
Here's the Final Jeopardy answer. Good luck.
On June 11, 1997, the U.S. Army deactivated the 43rd Mobile Army Surgical Hospital, its last in this country.
But it's Japan.
Let's see how everyone did. Your question, player 2. That's correct.
Oh, he
What
got
did you
it.
wager?
It's South Korea.
Player 1, your question. No, I'm sorry. What's that going to cost you?
Doesn't really matter.
Congratulations to our winner. Player 1.
$11,000 going into Olivares.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy.
And,
Hope you had a good time.
Each game.
So long, everybody.
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just take care of a little business, then we'll get to our game.
See you next time.